To the third session. And in this session, we are going to discuss the key features, that is, the key schemes and announcements that had been made in the Union Budget 2025-26. So let's start. So first, we come to the agricultural growth and rural prosperity. And so these are the announcements. So Prime Minister Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana. It is going to cover 100 districts and is going to help 1.7 crore farmers. Then the National Mission on High Yielding Seeds. So pest resistant and climate resilient seeds. It has a targeted development for that. Then enhanced credit through the Kisan credit card. It is going to facilitate short-term loans to 7.7 crore farmers, fishermen, and dairy farmers. So it has enhanced loan of rupees 5 lakh. Then mission for cotton productivity. It's a 5-year mission for cotton farming, and the Makhana board in Bihar to improve Makhana production. Then there is Atmanirbharata in pulses, and it has these measures. So as you can see on the screen, then India posed as a catalyst for rural economy. So rural community hub, co-location, institutional account services, direct beneficiary transfer, and EMI pickup, credit services to micro enterprises, insurance, and assistant digital services. Then we come to MSME. So there has been some announcements for MSME. So credit cards for micro enterprises with a rupees 5 lakh limit, and for micro enterprises and 10 lakh such cards will be issued. So this is for enterprises registered on the Udyam portal. Then scheme for first-time entrepreneurs for 5 lakh first-time entrepreneurs, so which includes women, scheduled caste, and scheduled tribes. So a new scheme is launched to provide loans up to rupees 2 crore during the next 5 years. And manufacturing mission with the mandate to focus on these points, as you can see on the screen. So these are ease and cost of doing business. Then future-ready workforce, a vibrant, dynamic MSME, availability of technology, quality products, and clean technology manufacturing for climate-friendly development. Then measures for labor-intensive sectors. So these are the 3 labor-intensive sectors where special measures have been provided. So footwear and leather sector, toy sector, and the food processing sector. So these sectors have a very high elasticity of employment, and they're they are labor-intensive sectors as well. So this is, of course, measures for increasing employment. Then there has been enhancement in credit, as you can see here, and revision of the classification criteria for MSMEs, as you can see on the screen. Then education and innovation, so expansion of capacity in IITs. Then Bharatiya Bhasha Pustak schemes to provide Indian language books in digital form for both school and higher education. 5 national centers for excellence for skilling. So this will be set up, and Atal tinkering labs, 50,000 labs are to be set up in government schools in the next 5 years. And Center for Excellence in Artificial Intelligence, and expansion of medical education, 10,000 additional seats with the goal of adding 75,000 seats in the next 5 years in the medical colleges. Then we come to infrastructure, a lot many schemes announced. So support to states for infrastructure, then Jal Jeevan Mission and power sector reforms and asset monetization plan 2025 to 30 and urban challenge fund. So that is 1 lakh crore to implement the proposals for cities as growth hubs. Then Maritime Development Fund, the Swamiha Fund. So this is for dwelling and nuclear energy mission and so future needs for Bihar Greenfield airports. And finally, the UDAN scheme for regional connectivity. Okay. Then we come to tourism. So tourism, there has been a lot of schemes for tourism. So top 50 tourist destination sites to be developed. Then ease of travel and connectivity. Then performance-linked incentives and skill development programs and e-visa facilities and also performance-linked incentives to states. Then measures for research. So PM Research Fellowship. So to provide 10,000 fellowships for technological research in IIT and IISCs. Then Gene Bank for crops germplasm. Then Gyan Bharatam Mission for conservation of the manuscripts, ancient manuscripts. Then research development and innovation. So fund has been allocated for that. Then National Geospatial Mission. Then there are export promotion schemes have been taken up. So the export promotion mission with sectoral targets, then Bharat Trade Net. So this is a public infrastructure to set up a uniform platform for trade documentation and a national framework for the global capability centers and warehousing facility for air cargo. Then we come to the financial sector. So there has been this Grameen credit score and the NABFID for credit enhancement and revamped central KYC registry and FDI limit for the insurance sector has been increased from 74% to 100% and rationalization of the requirements for procedures for speedy approval of company mergers. So that's the announcement for financial sector. Now we come to the tax because every year this is one announcement which everyone waits for. So there has been some measure, first the new income tax bill, then Jan Vishwas bill, then FSDC, so related to financial regulations, and then investment friendliness index for states to be set up, and high level committee for regulatory reforms. Coming to indirect taxes, so rationalization of custom tariff, so removal of 7 tariff rates, and so there will be not more than one cess or surcharge will be applied, and apply equivalent cess to minimum effective duty. So and there has been lowering of cess on certain items. Then Make in India. So there has been exemption to open cell for LED, LCD TV looms for textiles, capital goods, and lithium-ion battery. So there has been exemption, so these will be cheaper this year, in the coming year. Promotion of maintenance and repair. So exemption for 10 years on goods for shipbuilding and ships for breaking, extension of time limit for export of railway goods imported for repairs. Then export promotion, so duty-free imports for handicrafts and leather sector. So this is an incentive for handicrafts and leather sectors because imports will be duty-free. And finally, trade facilitation. So time limit fixed for finalization of provisional assessment, and of course new provision for voluntary declaration, and of course there has been relaxation, so there won't be any penalty for duty payment, and of course IGCR rules amended for extending the time limit. Then we go to the life-saving medicines. So 36 life-saving drugs is in the exempted list. So of course the price will come down, and then 6 medicines in 5% category. Then 37 medicines and 30 new patient assistance programs in the exempt list. Then we come to direct taxes. So ease of doing business, to promote that, there has been scheme for determining arm's length price of international transaction for a block period of 3 years. So arm's length price is like interactive bipartite decision on that. Expansion of scope for safe harbor rules to reduce litigation and provide certainty. This is the new tax slab, and let's do a comparative study. So this is the old tax regime. You can see the total taxes payable for a deduction, maximum deduction of 1,50,000. So these are the total for four slabs. So we have considered 4 income as example, and you can see for the new existing tax regime, this will be the taxes. But of course, till 7 lakh it was exempted. There were no income tax. So for 7,75,000 with a standard deduction of 75,000, so no tax up to that point. But this year's the new proposed regime, that is the coming year, the tax till 12,75,000 of annual income, that will not have to pay any taxes. So with this, we come to the end of this session 3, and we have a short session 4 where we'll just have an overview of the budget. Union Budget 2025-26. Our final closure will be in the next session. Thank you.